YouTube. Yeah, she's still trying to start. She's starting. It just turned green. Come on, YouTube. You can get it up. Get your Viagra going. Come on. You can get it up. You can get it up. It says it's starting. There we go. There we go. YouTube is up. There we go. Now we can make the babies. All right. Come on, everybody. Like, go just look at the news. Cause I don't know anything about the Titanic. Unless y'all know something. I really don't know. I just don't believe in coincidences. I will always believe the elite are lying anytime they accidentally get a world and get 20 militaries. Good morning. Day for testimony does it. But day for testimony, is that because I know people are posting about Mueller. Is that what that's what that's about? Good morning, Jonathan. Vive la France! Free France. Hopefully y'all do get free. And hopefully we figure out. Hang on, change the music. Change the music. Sound crew. Put the music to the discussion music. Let me say, there we go. I'm getting constant interruptions. Yeah, Meg, you probably will. Anytime I think anytime someone actually talks about what actually is happening in this world, you got issues. But when people are off and icebergs are sinking ships. There was another theory. They said it was a coal fire. They said there was a coal fire, and then they said there was a U-boat. Somebody said there were UFOs that shot the body, or I guess they call it USOs that shot lasers in the body. I don't think UFOs have lasers, yo. That's American. If you see lasers coming out of USO or UFO, that's not aliens. The aliens aren't stupid as we are. They don't kill each other. All right, hang on, let me go over here. Let me take it over here to this article that explains it. What was this on? It's not a new article. It just came to mind because they're making the new Titanic. And I don't believe in coincidences. I think that billionaires troll each other. I think that they constantly do this stuff back and forth and remind everybody, like, y'all remember that time? Y'all like they're probably sitting around having coffee and tea and scrumpets and stuff. Y'all remember that time? Y'all, who are the opposers? Hold on. Wait. Gotta get the names right. But y'all remember that time when what was that dude named? The guy that was going to stop us from making that Federal Reserve to buy and own America and try to convince America that it's theirs? Benji, what's his name? Benji Guggenheim and Isaac Strauss and David Astor. Remember that time they were going to fight us on that? Remember that? And we said we was all going to get on the boat. We got on the boat and we made this big massive boat. Yeah, we going to get on the boat. And we didn't get on the boat. Y'all remember that time? You know what? Let's make another one. Let's try it again. Let's see. Because you know what? They're dumb monkeys. They can't seem to figure out who actually owns their world. I mean, they know money makes the world go round till election time. Then they act stupid and they think their politicians do and their parties do. Let's make another boat. Can we do that? Let's. So they're in China right now, and they said by 2022, the new Titanic's gonna hit the sea waves. It's gonna hit the waves. All right, hang on, my brother Anthony got something for us. The ship IDs were changed. Olympic was damaged during a clash with the U.S. Navy ship. As a result of insurance would not pay for the accident, ship ID switched, damaged. Olympic was scheduled to have an accident to collect insurance on a new boat. Oh, okay. I believe that too. I believe it too. I think that there are always multiple ways to scheme, scam, make money, and just us dumb monkeys thinking, iceberg. I think it was probably the insurance money. They probably used a German U-boat to shoot the bottom. They had all the Federal Reserve opponents on it. JP Morgan got off of it. They had a coal fire that they can convince the ship to go faster, and I think they probably dragged the iceberg out there too. But why not put the iceberg in it? All I know is after it was over, a year later, the Constitution was suspended in America, and America was owned by billionaires, and it still is today. And when JFK figured that out, he tried to take it on, and guess what happened? Same thing happened. He tried to take a crack pipe out of a crackhead's mouth. Same damn thing. They killed him. All right. This is why people going back and forth about the Trump thing. And man, come on. And Mueller's in the news. This is why I want the UFOs to take it. This is why I'm ready to go try a new planet out for size. But hang on, let me show you this. I just don't believe in conspiracy theories. I just believe in business plans. If somebody can make money on it, then somebody's gonna do it. Hang on, let me take this and shrink this down. Smack that up, flip it, rub it down. There it goes right there. This is the theory right here. That the Rothschilds is crazy. Oh, it says crazy at the top. Oh, crazy. It's a crazy conspiracy theory that people want to rule the world. Oh, you can't see it. Wait a minute, it's got an ad. Stop seeing this. Stop seeing this ad. Why this ad? I'm seeing this ad because y'all don't want me to show people that there's an article that talks about. I don't want to click that. I don't like clicking ads. All right, there we go. There we go. There's a crazy conspiracy theory the Rothschilds sank the Titanic to set up the Federal Reserve. I honestly think that it's not a stretch. I think the Rothschilds, if they had a cane and half a foot, I think they walked to the moon to set up the Federal Reserve. That's what I think. Because I've seen millionaires do stupid things for a couple $100,000, let alone a billionaire do something for trillions of dollars in the earth. So yeah, I don't think it's crazy. There we go, Michael Bird article, the conspiracy theory links the Rothschilds, the sinking of the Titanic, and the creation of the Federal Reserve. On Friday, I stumbled across a tweet. Oh, it's a tweet. Y'all know the tweets. That's how you know what's going on in the fake world now. Tweet sent in reply to a prominent finance parody account on Twitter. It featured the black and white image of three men in the Titanic. The text on the photos named Benjamin Guggenheim, Isa Strauss, actual name, Isidore Strauss, and David Astor. As three wealthy men who died on the Titanic. So far, so good. The men were all real and wealthy. Below each name says opposed to the new Federal Reserve Bank. The Titanic sinking happened in 1912, and the opening of Federal Reserve happened in 1913. Was the hint that their opposition to the Fed and their death were somehow linked. Y'all believe in links? Anybody believe in links? Y'all do links? I had to find out. He said, I Googled their names, and there was indeed a conspiracy theory websites with names like Before It's News, Disinfo, and Help Free the Earth. All those versions of the story. Yeah, those are all bad names. You should never trust anybody who wants to free the earth, because the earth doesn't need freedom. The earth needs to be run by billionaires. Obviously, they're crazy. Disinfo, don't ever trust that, because all the information is correct. The mainstream media never lies about anything. They tell us how things are in the real world. And Before It's News. I think that's fake news. I don't think it ever becomes news. I don't think the truth of any of this ever becomes news. So there are YouTube videos. Let me show you the theory. I show you another breakdown. I'll post that link. You can see that. What's this? 5G, 4G? What the heck is that? A 5G commercial. That's helpful.
5. The Federal Reserve Scheme. Financier JP Morgan was the owner of White Star Line, and he had invested a significant amount of money into the Titanic. Before setting sail, he was working on a plan to create the American Federal Reserve to regulate the banking system. There were some outspoken critics.
Stop. It was not to regulate the banking system. Stop lying to people. That's why I hate when they lie to people they don't know. It was not to, never mind, take it back. No, it was a regulation. It was regulating the Federal Reserve out of America. It was regulating the printing of money out of Congress. It was regulating treasonously taking the control of printing money from the federal government and giving it to billionaires who don't even live in America. So it was not to regulate anything. It was, if you call that a regulation, to me that's called a coup. That's called treason. That's what's called.
Of Morgan's ideas, and all of them had originally booked a trip on the ship. Their names were Benjamin Guggenheim, Isa Strauss, and David Astor. Morgan and some of his closest friends cancelled their trip on the Titanic at the last minute and survived. His opponents were all on board the Titanic and perished during the sinking of the ship. The Federal Reserve was created the very next year, in 1913. Now, all of that is true, but is it a coincidence, or is it something much darker? There is indeed so much more to this theory that it could be its own video in itself. It involves the Rothschild family and even the Illuminati. However, if we sum everything up, the idea...
Is that dark? Is that like a deeper conspiracy, that CIA term, Rothschilds, Illuminati, are they real? Was there an American president who gave a famous speech to beware secret societies, didn't call them the Illuminati, and then he was murdered right after? And that speech you can only recently now start to find on YouTube again, after they were blocking it, banning it from most of social media. Did that actually happen? Is this a dark secret, a conspiracy, or does the world not work the way the television says it does? The programming on the boob tube.
The idea is that evil bankers wanted control over the US economy so badly that they were willing to stage a wreck, killing more than 1,000 people in order to take out a handful of men. If that is true, many members of the crew, including the captain, would have had to be involved. They would have...
Oh, let's stop. So, all right, I'm done. Actually, I don't want to look at this anymore because I already heard enough. For me, it's just, I just got to get my little taste of it and I'm done. Got my taste and I'm done. Would they do that? Would they kill everybody? Would they kill 1,000 people to kill 3 men? I don't know. Would they kill 5 million people since 9/11 to roll out more of them? I don't know. You believe in conspiracy theories and that word, then, you know, I don't go with that. But I don't want to spend too much time on this. When you look at things and I just say, okay, that makes sense because you add up 9/11, add up JFK, add in his speech, put in Eisenhower, shake it up with 1913, 1933 Federal Reserve, add to Obama did everything that Trump is doing, add to the mix that Obama did everything that Bush did, add to the mix that Bush did everything that Clinton did. American people have no say in the government, never did, never will, never. Okay, it didn't make sense. Done. I'm done with it. Now, you talk about aliens? I don't think the world works the way people want it to. I think the world works the way that it works. Money makes the world go round. So I'm kind of done with this. Y'all want to keep watching that? I'm kind of done with it. I want to see the new Titanic come out, and I want to see who's going to buy tickets. That's all I want to see. I want to see the new Titanic come out and who's going to buy tickets. I do got to look at the news, y'all, because I haven't looked at the international news in a minute. I have no idea what's going on in the world. What is going on in the world? Sometimes you got to look at what the 98% monkeys getting excited about, and I haven't looked in a long time. I see posts on Mueller. Lord have mercy. I don't know. I don't know what to do with the monkeys. Something about somebody posted a Mueller staffer was the one who broke Hillary Clinton's phone or something like that. I'm like, yo, why do y'all keep talking about the puppets? Why everybody so excited about some puppets? I mean, the puppet show is fun for a little while, but are we really going to keep doing this? Are we really going to keep focusing on little issues? We're really going to keep focusing on the little stuff that doesn't matter? The people who work for these big 100 families that seem to run every damn thing, and they keep posting on it, so I guess that they will. You know, it's entertaining though. I watch it. All right, let's take a look at it. Let's see if there's anything interesting over here. Once again, I love RT because RT is not designed to lie to me. That's the only reason I watch RT. RT is designed to lie to Russians, like ABC, NBC, Fox, CNN, and all that stuff is designed to lie to those people. It's designed to tell them what they want to hear. It's designed to tell them, give them the narrative of their indoctrination, make them feel good about themselves. I don't want to feel good about myself. I want to know exactly how dastardly my land is. I won't call it nation. I don't believe in nations anymore. I think that's fake news. I think they give you flags and anthems and things like that to make you stupid. I feel like I'm living inside the episode of Scooby-Doo. It always is, Stacy, because there's always something going on. There's never any break. Stacy, I used to run home from school to watch Scooby-Doo. There was never a break. It was always something going on. Somebody always up to something. As long as people are being stupid, there's always something going on. So, I don't know what's going on. Rick Sanchez, what I wish I could hear from Mueller. Okay. UCLA professor caught spying for China. That should not be a surprise. Doesn't surprise me. Why is Apple buying Intel modems? Obviously because Apple's up to something and Apple shouldn't exist. It's a big corporation. All corporations have negative externalities. None of them are profitable. Besides, why in the hell on an ecosystem called Earth would you want a system to have more power than people? That's just dumb. We got to grow up and move past this idea of massive corporations. by governments, and the governments are supposed to help you get out of your problems. It's not gonna happen. Oh yeah, Boris Johnson. That's the dude, Boris Johnson, the opportunistic clown. Is Boris Johnson a clown? That's the guy from the, oh Lord, he looked like one. Hold on, wait, what the hell? He's a clown? Look at this, Oh my goodness, look at his face. I do feel like I've seen him before. I feel like he should have some clown feet and drive a car and just like drive around. Ever go to the circus? Yeah, he does kind of got that look. I guess he must have said some crazy stuff, so they don't like him in the UK, but apparently somebody likes him. Or they hate the other side. Is the UK like America, where you got you get people to run for government that shouldn't be running tiddlywinks, people who like can't build Lincoln logs, build our country. All right, hang on, wait. What is this? Why is Puerto Rico is a crisis made in Washington? Of course, Puerto Rico's a crisis made in Washington. Y'all know that there's thousands of people down there about to evict the governor down there because he's corrupt and dirty, funky, foul. Because he's an American, or he comes from America, or America put him in place. He's funky, foul, just like them. Why? Because big corruption breeds little corruption. We destabilized and destroyed all of Latin America. We destroyed Puerto Rico too. They're just a slave colony of America, which is why when you had all those problems with that storm came through, 3,000 people died. Where's the war for that? Where's the fight to go fight against unsustainability that we do to Puerto Rico, right? So of course America's, they got an angry face, angry face. So I didn't like that. No, my America fights for freedom and democracy. No, they don't. They don't like freedom nor democracy in your house, let alone no damn Puerto Rico. So of course it's Washington. I don't have to click on that. All you got to do is look at Smedley Butler and who's the other guy? John Perkins. Is it John Perkins? I have to keep messing his name up. Confessions of an Economic Hitman. Go away. You don't have to read the book. The audio book's on YouTube. Go listen to the audio book. Try to figure out how your world works, okay? Just cut it out with the flag nonsense. Let me see. U.S. knocked off Fortune 500 list. Guess who did it? The U.S. has knocked off the Fortune 500 list? Okay. Well, since the Titanic sank, since the year after the Titanic sank, 1913, the U.S. dollar lost 98% of its value because it's valueless when you print the money. So that's not surprising. U.S. shouldn't have been on there. They keep doing the quantitative easing. I was actually talking to my son about that the other day. They keep doing the quantitative easing. They keep printing the money, and they're just printing America into poverty. Like Brother Al used to say, America is a looting operation. That's all it is. That's why they sank the Titanic, because America's looting. They're literally looting your nation, and your kids will pay the dues, and your grandkids and grandkids and grandkids. But first, we got to pay our heavy due. When the price of bread goes to $14, that's why you need to be planting moringa. That's why you need to be getting ready for the hard times. It's a coming. I met two ladies yesterday, doomsday preppers, getting ready for the hard times. The hard times always come. Get ready, always come. Let me see. Brexit full speed. Boris Johnson, the new Trump 2.0. Is he the new Trump 2.0? Okay, dang, he look jacked. What's wrong with that? Y'all got a comb for that, brother? You should go bald. Boris, you should just mine wasn't working with me neither, brother. I cut it all off. You should just get rid of all of it. So, but okay, so is he a strong man? I don't know what's going on in the fantasy puppet world of the UK, but I assume that they're assuming that he is like a Trump. He's a strong man. Well, people vote for strong men when they're upset. They do. When they troll the system, they get a strong man who's opposite to it. But the billionaires don't care. Like I said, somebody posted this morning. I think Brother Michael posted this morning that he doesn't believe Trump is fighting pedophilia. Because that's one of the mainstays. Like, we got to keep Trump in because he's going after the pedophiles. And I'm always just like, yeah, no, he's not. No, he's not. Elites like pedophiles. Unfortunately, I have no idea how it works with the pedophilia system and sex trafficking and war and whatever else they're up to. They like all of that. That's all I know because they've been doing it since the very beginning. And it's not going anywhere. And if Trump was actually fighting it, he'd either be off to meet JFK or they would have tried to. No president is stupid enough to go after the powers that run America. Not by themselves. Maybe they'll do it with a whole bunch of Americans behind them, but they won't do it by themselves. They're not that stupid. Like the USS Liberty interview he said, or the USS Liberty sailor said. He said after Lyndon Johnson saw the back of Kennedy's head blown off, do you think he would oppose the powers that actually run America? Hell no, he wouldn't. He's not that stupid. Johnson wouldn't, Clinton wouldn't, Carter wouldn't, Bush didn't, Obama didn't, and Trump ain't that stupid. He might be crazy, but he ain't fighting nothing. I'm sorry, he's just not. It just doesn't work that way. I think you might be able to get somebody fighting for something in office one day, but you got to surround them by all his gaslit supporters and they got to have tanks and guns and bombs and 5Gs and just anything they can to kind of keep all the acronym agencies away, because that's the bureaucracy that runs America. That's the deep state, and they don't work for America. Sorry, they don't. None of them do. None of them do. Not the top. The people within they do. The top doesn't work that way. Money makes the world go round. And if you get in the way of the money, you get in the way of the hustle, guess what happens to you? The same thing that happened to Nipsey Hussle. Right? Same thing happened to Dr. Sebi. You get in the way of the hustle, you're going to meet your programmer, maker, creator, whatever you call it. They're going to eject you from the program because you're getting in the way of the hustle. All right, America is a hustle. All right, let's keep going. Anybody see anything they want to watch? I don't know. Let me see. Neighborly human chain confounds ICE agent. Okay. Well, you can get them chains all you want, and you can confront the ICE agents all you want. It doesn't really matter. They convince the other people on the other side that you're taking their jobs, that you're taking their slavery. They want to pick cotton. You're taking their slavery, and they don't want that. They want more slavery jobs. ICE is going to do what it's supposed to do. Besides, it all creates conflict. As long as you can get people on this side, that side, getting, arguing, fussing, fighting, then billionaires can take the country. What is this? Aliens? What's this? India's lunar ambitions explained. Okay, well, they want to go to space, but they got to make the deals with Space Force. You don't just get to go to space. You got to make the deals with Russia, Space Force. Otherwise, the Rothschilds and Rockefellers won't let you in space. And you got to lie about what you found. And you got to send your satellites up that you spend $1 billion, half $1 billion on. You got to send them up with Polaroid cameras, so everybody sees blurry pictures. Like, oh, look at the moon. That's not the moon. That's like a blurry picture. They don't show you what's on there. Jeffrey Epstein files desperate appeal. Once again, I just I can't with Epstein. When you get a guy that's that heavily connected to all the world's government, up to some dirty and dastardly things, and you look at what he was investing in, AI and the human genome discovery, and like all the crazy projects he was putting money, everybody going from the Israel government to the American government to the billionaires and the British government, everybody going to Freaky Deak Island. Come on, it's all connected. He either did something, pissed somebody off, and they're going to make a scapegoat of him, or he's going to say, you know what, you're not prosecuting me. And he's going to get off on something and just like sit in his mansion for the rest of his life or something. But you don't have hundreds of billionaires come to your island in an age when everybody got Apple Watches, high tech, and everything's recording, which is why you got Zuckerberg covering up his camera, and everything's recorded. Jamal Khashoggi, they killed him, and they pretend like they didn't know. We have no idea who killed Jamal Khashoggi. You can go watch my video. I don't believe none of this crap, okay? They knew before it happened, and they knew when it happened, right after. Everything's recorded, his Apple Watch, the cameras, all of that. How did America have so many recordings and videos of what happened over there? Because everything's being watched. So do you think that all these people went to Freaky Deak Island and wasn't recorded and watched in his mansions? Come on, all of that's recorded. They do this is how they bribe people. So I don't really think anything's gonna come out of that. Mainly because people are focused on it. That's why. Revamped Oxycontin made money. Did it combat something? Hold on. Did it combat abuse? Don't know. Big pharma, big liars, big killers, big epigenetic flippers, hiding cures for AIDS, hiding cures for cancer, hiding the Alzheimer cure. Yeah, I don't think that they make anything that you should be interested in. Like 20% of the drugs save life, and the other 80 just make you happy and treat your side effects. Those are corrupting criminals. I'm sorry, you should not have a pharmaceutical agency. You shouldn't have a pharmaceutical industrial complex on a planet that actually has human beings that die if they can't grow their natural medicine. Rape allegations dropped against Ronaldo. I don't know Ronaldo, never really met him. I don't really care. Well, I care, but I don't really care. Like, I live in a nation that like literally thrives on war and rape and destruction. So we got bigger issues. Let me see. Venezuela loses power again. Oh, Venezuela lost power again? No, that's, you know, there you go. You got government got secrets. They like shooting at death earth ray or something. Somebody said it was an EMP. Could be that too. We don't know. We have a government that always lies to us, and people keep voting for it to lie to us more. So we really don't know what the hell is happening there. All I know is we've been destroying Latin America. That's the one country, one of, was it 3 that don't have Rothschild banking down there, but they got big oil reserves. So obviously it's about that. It can't be about accidental power company, somebody tripped over power cord. That doesn't happen. In my world, I don't believe in coincidence. If Venezuela's having trouble, they got oil that only the Koch brothers can use, and the Koch brothers want a better price, then obviously the solution is you kill 100,000 people because you got Americans who believe still in the flag, and it's for them. All right, anybody see anything good? Anybody see anything interesting we should key in on? I keep going down. We just read the news today. I'd rather watch the crop circles. Well, Jane, I think it's something to the crop circles. I won't convince you I know, but I think it's something. I think something, another dimension, people in the future, aliens, in a Earth. I don't know, don't care. Somebody trying to send us a message, but we obviously cannot read. They're waiting for the 98% monkey to be able to read symbols and all of that, and we can't do it. It's probably a warning sign. The crop circles are probably just warning people about the Rothschilds and Rockefellers and the people who actually run the damn planet. According to the Bible, there will be only 144,000 folks. Book of Revelation, something. You know, Stacy, I do find the predictions there interesting. I like Revelations, but I'm always convinced we got it wrong. We don't do a good job at translating ancient texts. So that number might have been 14. It might have been 14, and but. Trump is a pedophile. Travis said, is he a pedophile? What is a pedophile anyway? Is it someone that has pictures of young people or something like that? Well, if the Catholic Church is a pedophile, the American government is a pedophile, and Trump was raised in America for power, I don't know. It might fit. There's some connections there. I mean, the whole world is run by pedophiles, and the Rothschilds and Rockefellers and the Mellons, and damn it, you're not too far. You don't really get to diddle in the levels that you do unless you diddle in the levels that they do. I don't know. But you got to be fair. So you can't say Trump without Obama. Is Obama a pedophile? Well, I don't know. The guy ain't got in office. If it kind of requires that they have something on you in Hollywood to make a damn movie, but you think you get to be a president and they don't have nothing on you, you can get up there and make America great and fight. My mind doesn't work that way. It doesn't. So I stay away from that. I just say, listen, this is how the world works. You can make your own decisions, you make your own mind up. But I don't believe that you going to let somebody who wants to really bring some hopey changey and make America great again and get him in office and actually let him do it. This nation is run by big bankers. Looking to the Amazon Medical Turk. Ooh, what the hell is that, Stacy? Looking to the Amazon Mechanical Turk. I don't know what the Amazon Mechanical Turk, what is that? Amazon Mechanical Turk. I don't know. Does anybody know what Stacy's talking about? Stacy, you smoke anything this morning? Amazon, all right. Did everybody get rid of your Amazon Prime accounts? Did everyone do that? That was homework. Uh-oh. Yeah, something. I pressed the link. It's a whole bunch of them. What the heck? Amazon Mechanical Turk. Did I miss an email? How I Work at Home, Amazon Mechanical Turk Review, Amazon Mechanical Keyboard, Amazon Mechanical Turk 2019, Amazon Mechanical Turk Tutorial, Amazon, what the hell is this? Make money. Amazon Mechanical Turk Worker. What the hell is I thought the twerk was a dance. What the hell is this? Hang on, let's see. Oh, make money on Amazon Mechanical Turk. I guess we're supposed to be twerking now. Hold on, wait. Make money. See, I'm always against money. I don't believe in money. So I think this is already bad. Stacy might be on to something. This is already bad. Money is just slavery. It's a representation of slavery that you put in a bank account in digital format. Nobody should have it. How to use Amazon Mechanical Turk. Amazon Mechanical Turk made easy. What the hell is this? My first 11 days on Amazon Mechanical Turk. Payout, big money, worth it. How I made $1,000 on M-Turk. Okay, well, I guess they get on Amazon, they get the Turkin or something. I don't know, Stacey. I don't know what Stacey's talking about. All I know is it's probably a bad thing because it looks like people making money with it. So it's the cotton gin to me. I'll look at it later, Stacey, but it looks like a cotton gin. I don't think anybody should have it. Extortion operations, that's all governments are. I agree with you, John. I agree. I agree. That's all they are. They're just looting the country, and they get people on this side and that side, and they loot both of them. But I think initially they only loot one. Like whoever's in power loots the other people, and whoever's in that power loots the other people. And then they get so good at it that the people hate each other, the left hate the right, and the right hate the left, where they just start looting both of them at all the times. And the people, so mad at each other, they don't realize that pockets getting lighter and lighter and lighter to carrying their baby, the next generation, and the debt's coming through, and the baby's getting lighter and lighter. And the left loots the left and the right when they're in power, and the right loots the right and the left when they're in power because they're run by the same people. That's what I see happen. I agree with you. Government is an extortion operation. Throw a little slavery in the mix, a little forced labor, and divide and conquer. And that's what government for. Creating laws to take freedom. That's a government. Let me see. The elite require real estate by printing money out of thin air, putting it into the economy to build up commerce. Hang on. Then they extract it so there isn't enough currency for anyone to pay their mortgages, and then they reap the foreclosures. Makes sense, Walt? Makes sense. Anybody know what that's called? That's called the Great Depression. And the greater depression that's coming. Actually makes sense. Well, you know what, Brother Walt? One thing I tell people, the biggest mistake we ever made is we gave up our land. That was the biggest. Land is power. Water is life, and land allows you to stand up and say no to your government. That's why no American's allowed to own any land. They're all renters. They're all renters, and they're all in massive debts. And that's why they took all the land. If you own the land, you own the people. If you control the food supply, you control the people. And that's part of why China is buying up all this land in America and not doing nothing with it. Let's see. He's gonna fight what? Are you kidding, idiots? Don't they know what Rump said to his own daughter? Oh yeah. When she was a baby. Ooh, Deborah, why you do that? Why you just see, now you're gonna scare him away. You're gonna scare, I know you're gonna get some angry faces. All right, good question. Let's go along Deborah's route. How many fathers out there got daughters that will say, what did he say? Something about doing her, something about dating her. How many, even jokingly, let's pretend Trump was joking. Let's pretend that he's just jokey jokes. Let's pretend that people raised to be millionaires, to become billionaires, don't become psychopaths. Let's just pretend that for a minute. How many fathers joke about dating or screwing their daughter? Who said that? Travis. Travis, you know what, Deborah, I ain't gonna go there. Travis, I'm gonna put it right there and just let you think it. So if your leader doesn't have your ethics, your morals, and they do things you don't do, they say things you don't say, they act like they never even read the Bible that you worship or whatever, you may want to consider what Deborah is saying. That's all I'm saying. You may want to consider what Travis is saying. All I know is he was on tape saying these things, right? So do we need to go to video? We got video. Who would joke about that? But then again, I don't like to make it about Trump. It's about all of them. All of them. My greatest example, analogy that I like the most is how many people do you know who have murdered people and sleep at night? How many people do you know? Could you murder people? If you got in a car accident today, I said this before, I'm gonna say it one more time. No, I'm probably gonna say it a couple more times because it makes sense to me. If you got in a car accident today because you're texting and driving, you're drinking coffee, you're doing your makeup, you're eating your bagel or your Cinnabon bun, whatever that might be, and you accidentally crash into somebody and you kill somebody or their baby, you will be jacked up for almost life. You will do, what's that? Eat, think, love, pray, something, go to India, lose your mind, find yourself, something like that. Name of that movie, that book. You'll go do that and you'll be jacked up. You know why? Because you're a human being. You're not a psychopath. You weren't raised to be a millionaire and a billionaire. You were raised to be human. You actually care about people. But you look at these leaders, you look at the Obamas, you look at the Trumps, you look at the Clintons, you look at all of them. I know you pick and choose the one that you like. But they actually go to sleep at night and they murder 5 million people since 9/11. We drop about 100 bombs a day right now, or is it 100 drone strikes a day? I forgot which. Obama did 22 a day. They murder people before, they murder more people that you even see probably every day before you get up and go to work, before you wake up. I didn't know what all that meant. But the point there is you can't live your life if you accidentally kill one person. These people make a living. They get paid and get good retirements, signing bills and writing laws, authorizing drone strikes, kill lists, and murdering people. Do you think that they're like you? So it's not about the whole Trump and wanting to have sex with his daughter nonsense. And that's not in the Bible that way. That's why he said Timothy 2, not 2 Timothy. If he's been in a church in his life, it was not a church that God was in. That was something else. So it's not an anti-thing. It's just an understanding that the people who are powerful, the people who get popular, the people who they give you a choice of being leaders in your world, all got issues, man. They got issues. And it's not gonna get help with a tissue. So Deborah, I'm gonna leave it right there and let people process that. You know, we got one place to go, and that's consciousness. Stop needing adult superheroes. Let me see. You got me up earlier you got me up this early. Better be something good. Justin, I can't convince you something good. I never know what's gonna happen. AI learning software puts all these videos in front of me. I watch them. My friends send me stuff. I watch that. I have dreams and that. And put all that together, shake it up, stir it. The kids say something. Next thing I know, we're doing videos. People talking about stuff, posting stuff. So this is totally organic, brother. Justin, I have no idea where this is going to go. I literally know the background seconds before I press the button and it goes live. I have no idea what any of this becomes. I hope it's good for you. I just go down comments. I trust in the hive. I trust in the human race, and I just go through the comments and I look at the news. South Korea says Russia violated its airspace. First of all, South Korea, you don't own no airspace, and Russia don't. Literally, you don't own air. I like Justin. I don't like the discussion on this side or that side. I always look in the middle. Does anybody own air? Like, break it down to base level. People are literally voting for psychopathic moron leadership government, ridiculous, stupid-iculous people who convince you they own air. Air, oxygen, air. Like, you know what? I was thinking about it this morning. You go to the theater. Anybody go to the theater? Anybody, like, I think about things and it gets me in trouble. Like, you sit in the theater. Whose air you think you're breathing? Are you breathing fresh air in the theater? When you get on an airplane, you all sit down in the cabin and you turn the air on. Whose air are you breathing? You're not gonna like it. This is how my mind works. You are breathing literally everybody else's air. Everything they they breathed out, they exhaled. With every breath you take in a movie theater, guess where that air just was? Guess where it came from? Nobody owns air in Russia. Nobody owns air in North Korea. Nobody owns air. It literally just came out of somebody else's lungs, nostrils, mouth, maybe the ears, and certainly the anus. And you're just breathing it all in. This is, y'all, I'm telling you, we're one. We are one. We are one energy, and we literally share biology all day long. John asked, can we watch Tom and Jerry now? John, we watch Tom and Jerry every day. Every day, that's all we do. This is a cartoon, y'all. This is not real living. This is not life. We watch a cartoon every damn day. People don't want to grow up. They're trying to take over every nation to make one nation they can control. You think they're trying to take over every nation, Travis? I kind of think they already own the world, and there's like a few stragglers. Like, I think you got China, probably got Venezuela. Who else is left? North Korea, obviously, but I think North Korea's about to sell out. They're about to sell their people out, get their Rothschild bank, get their brand new nukes. But it's about world domination. That's what it's always about. I believe in not NWO, New World Order. I believe in New World Unorder, NWUO. Unorder. I don't believe in order. I don't think anybody should be ordered around. I don't think that I know you well enough to order you. You damn sure don't know me well enough to order me. And certainly your psychopathic leaders don't either. I think we need a new world unorder. I think we just need to leave everybody alone, let them be, give them back their sovereignty, let every human being have the freedom of a cockroach. That's what I think. I think we should think about all of our cousins around this planet with enough love that we do the cockroach. You know why? Because you let the cockroach pretty much do what he wants to do. He's in your walls, he's in your kitchen, he's in your trash can. And as long as you don't see him, you're happy with the cockroach. He can go out in the field and climb on trees, do what he wants to do. But until you see him, but we give cockroaches more freedom. We give mice more freedom. We give flies more freedom. You ever see it? It's the craziest thing. Like, I do it too. I do it. Like, see a spider. I don't do spiders. I'm not a spider. Did y'all see the spider with the glowing eyes? Oh my goodness. Talking about I'm happy I'm born in 1974 and live in 2019. Back in history. So they found a fossil. I know I just changed my train of thought. It messed me up because spiders, man. They found a spider whose eye, a fossil, and the eyes are still glowing. There were spiders on this planet back in the day. They got glowing eyes, man. Shoot, I'd rather be here with the Rothschilds, Rockefellers, than the gaslit left and right. I ain't gonna be here. Can you imagine going for like a walk in the park at night and you got like 1,000,000 glowing eyes? You know how many spiders that are within 100 square feet of you right now? Y'all remember that study? Something like within 10 square feet, there are always 100 spiders everywhere you go on this planet. All right, anyway. But spiders get more freedom than we do. I see the spider. I'm not trying to kill it. No, I try to live one with nature. Mosquitoes is a whole nother story. But spiders, I take them outside. We give spiders more freedom. That's why I think we need a new world unorder. We need to love our neighbors enough to give them freedom. We give them spiders and flies and all the other things, all the other bugs and creeper crawlers, the worms and everything else. Humans, we're always trying to take stuff from them. We're always trying to give them our order. And I don't think we should order anybody. I think you got enough trouble ordering yourself. That's what I think. I think you need to figure out how to order yourself around. And so you can have good behavior and conduct, let alone hiring leaders who obviously can't. To create a world order. How about we got orders? How about, and I was gonna say it again, I'm gonna say this like 8 times a day. How about we figure out how to get women, 60% of the women in our nation, to stop taking drugs and narcotics and antidepressants to get up in the morning and deal with the world that you built. How about we figure out how to get that number down to 6%? Before we start to tell other countries what the order should be. I mean, is there any woman that wants to go for that? I know some of y'all believe in it. They got an angry face. Y'all see the angry face? Honestly, oh Lord have mercy. I half time I don't know what to do. This is why the aliens just come here and take selfies and get the hell out of here. I went to Earth. Y'all see? Y'all see the naked monkeys there? They down there fighting? Yeah, I know. It's crazy. They got this country called America. 60% of the women hate oxygen in the country. They can't eat. They gotta take narcotics that flip their DNA through epigenetics and give them all kind of health conditions later on in life just to get up in the damn morning. Check this out. Guess what they're doing now? Guess what they're doing? They want to take that model and they want to roll it out to the rest of the world. They want to take that tyranny, oppression, and aggression and just lack of love and consideration and just take that patriarchal model and roll it out to the rest of the women. The rest of the women free. They have the rest of the women like, listen, I gotta walk 2 miles a day to get water. I'm gonna keep doing that, but damn sure I don't want to be no American woman. Hell no, don't roll that out to me. I keep walking for my water. I keep walking past warlords and bombs and drones and everything, but I get up in the morning, I drink water. I don't want to get up in the morning and take antidepressants. So here's a clue. First, you fix your nation so the people in it actually like it. Like it. Now, you don't have to love it. just make a nation that people get up in the morning and eat, like, I don't know, eggs or, some smoothies and fruits and stuff. But if you have a nation where the people got to drug themselves, and I don't know how many men, somebody give me a statistic for the men. But if you first make your nation so people don't want to die, okay? Make your nation so you don't have a huge suicide count before you roll that order out to anybody else. That's what I'm saying. There are no strong leaders today. A strong leader does what's right for the people despite the consequences. I agree with that, Susan. I don't like the word leader. I don't like it. To me, it just says slavery. But if I had to go along with the word leader, it would be someone who wants to orchestrate and get out the way, right? Any good leaders, like when I believed in that word, it was followers, right? It was people who knew how to pick up the trash and take the trash out, not tell other people how to take the trash out, right? And they would do it. The people didn't do it, they do it. And the minute I see leaders earning, what is minimum wage? When I see a leader that's not gonna take a paycheck, but they're not a billionaire like Ross Perot, and they wanna make what you make, and they want to live where you live. When I see somebody living in the ghetto, in a trailer park, in a barrio, wanting to run and be in Washington and Congress and whatever, then you know what? You might actually have somebody I might pay attention to. As long as they live in big old mansions, they got gated communities, and they got bunker keys to bunkers that I don't get to go to when the currency collapses, they can all go to hell. Sorry, and I don't have to tell them to go because they're going anyway. You don't get to murder people and loot from people. Got those laws, those 10 commandments, and 3 y'all can't. They can't stick to one. They can't do one. Just one. All right. Can we have a Congress or a president that just doesn't break one commandment? Can we have one commandment? Just one. One. They cannot do one because they don't actually make the decisions. My broken record continues repeating that we the people need to welcome, create, and support radical system and attitudinal changes. Yes, Ron, we do. We need Titanic changes. We need to learn from J.P. Morgan and the Titanic. He needed a Titanic change in the world. He needed he needed something that worked for his family. He needed to create a Federal Reserve and buy America and suspend that Constitution so he can own the world with the Rothschilds. We need he made a paradigm shift. He was the change. You know how they say, what's that saying, Ron? Be the change you want to see in the world. He was the change. He got off the boat. He's like, I got chest pain. I can't get on the boat. And he got off the boat. And then everybody else went and died, and he created Federal Reserve. We need to be the change. I agree. That's why this is why I don't do politics, because I think that we need Titanic change. We don't need baby change. Yeah, we need some health care. We need a wall. We need gun rights. We need freedom. We need one of the Bill of Rights. I don't believe in small changes. We need minimum wage. We don't need none of that. We need y'all to leave us the hell alone. That's what we need. We need 40 acres for every damn American and a John Deere tractor, seeds, and automated robots to grow their own food, and a robot to build their house. That's what we need. We need to leave the Americans alone. The Americans got issues. I think we need a paradigm shift. Give the people what they need. Just get the drones, bring them back, take the bombs off of them, put some seeds in. Let them drop seed bombs just with food so you can grow food all over America. Let the Americans have a generation where they don't have no leadership. Just let them get rid of all that psychopathy and that transgenerational epigenetics. Just leave them alone. Let them eat, read books, listen to some music, do some yoga. Let the Americans get rid of all that mental illness, and then we can decide what we want later on. But we need a paradigm shift. We don't need no baby change. We need major changes. All right. Someone that sexually desires children. Ooh, Megs, that's scary. I don't want to go back to that. I don't want to touch that. I don't want to touch that. I'm just saying, if you got somebody who wants to, not even desiring children, but their actual daughter. And it's not a hate on Trump. It's not hating on Obama, not hating on Trump. Sometimes you gotta love people, but be able to look at them and say, you know what, you need some help. That's what you need to be able to do. You don't need to run the world. You don't need to be an employee for the Rothschilds and Rockefellers. You need to get some help. Love you to death. That's what you do for people that you love them. You don't look at them like, oh, you're perfect. You don't have any problems. You just keep on going. And if they did that with Obama, we wouldn't be in this mess, right? But when this man started murdering people and asked for a kill list, people should have stood up and said, you want a what? You want an ND, what? An NDA, what? I thought you was a constitutional lawyer. I thought you was a community organizer. How come you ain't organizing the community at a national level? I thought you went in Washington to fight corruption. Why in the world did the city group pick your entire cabinet but 2 people? People didn't do that. They did the same thing Trump people doing. That's why I can't say nothing. That's why I can't say anything against the Trump people. It's just they've proven that they're pretty much at the level the Obama people were. You know, they're going to keep cheering for people instead of saying, you know what, no, we need to get you some help, Barack. Something ain't clicking. Something ain't doing what it's supposed to be doing. You're not supposed to be asking to murder people. You're supposed to be bringing some peace and everything. You was fighting Bush and fighting the war. And the same thing with Trump. Trump was like, you know, we need to pull out of everything. We need to get the Trump hand. We need peace and bring the troops home. And we ain't bringing no troops home. They're trying to start more wars. I'm scared to even look at the Iran in the news. Are we already attacking Iran? We got boots on the ground. What's going on over there? But people won't call them out because they hate the other side too much. And I guess by all rights, they got some funny memes today. They got some funny memes, and I guess that creates a lot of hate. Maybe, I don't know. To me, it's just a theater. A theater in a game that people actually die. When I say child, I mean anyone under the age of 18. Max, can we push that up? Can we push that up to 26? Because you don't actually have a fully formed frontal lobe. Everybody that they know of and study till you're 26. If you're under 26, you can't break a law to me. Under 26, you actually can't really do anything wrong in my eyes. You're not even a human yet. Why in the world should you be subject to human laws? To me, that's called prejudice. You're taking something that's still developing and you're for it. This is why you can't have a prison industrial complex. You can't have millions of kids in institutions and prisons in this nation. That's not a sentient thing to do. They're not even human yet. You know, you're taking your adult privilege and you're making slaves and breaking children because you expect, you know what? Like I was thinking the other day, Megs, is that we need to be thankful for like the kids that fight the system. Right? The kids that think another way. It was an evolutionary advantage to have children that break rules and break the laws. These are our evolved paradigm shifters. They're the ones who look at the rules and question it. I don't know. Maybe I can drink milk out the carton. Dad, how do I know that's a bad idea? Maybe I'm going to risk getting a spanking. Maybe I'm going to grow some cannabis. Grandmama need to get rid of her pain. If my grandmama got pain, I'm gonna get my cannabis seeds from my friend and grow cannabis for grandmama because she in pain and can't afford the medication. Like, it's a great thing. It was an evolved thing to have humans come along to question the system. We evolved and we grew out of having people bold enough that just didn't capitulate to the system like the cowardly adults and question things. You don't put children in prison for being free. You don't put them in prison for questioning you. If your system is psychopathic, they should question it. All right. Always default to laugh. Let me go back. Where are we at? So nobody saw anything important, nothing we should focus on. Where are all the evils? Show me somebody good. Justin, I don't see anybody good. I'm not even sure does good even exist. Is that a relative thing? I mean, what's good for Justin may not be good for Travis. What's good for Rebecca may not be good for Susan. What's good for Anthony may not be good for Ron. Is good just a relative thing? Like, I believe in like force and violence. Like, I think force is always authorized when somebody violates you. I just think as long as you're not violating anybody else, that's the rule. That's the rule. No violence, no violation. And as long as we have that, we're good to go. But I don't know that good exists. I think good is something really different to everybody. Killing is business. Yes, it is. Organized psychopathy. Yes, it is, Brother Walt. War's business. It's always been. It's never been about America, never been about patriotism, never been about democracy, freedom, working together, love, and freeing people's never been about that. War is always about a business. It's always about a king and a lord that's got a business plan that finds people dumb enough to yell and scream and play music for a flag and go out and get themselves killed for their coffers. That's what it's always been about. Yet it's never going to change. It's organized murder. That's why the system has to completely come down. Cynthia McKinney called out the PNAC psychopaths that did 9/11. She was threatened for her life. She also revealed a connection with Jeffrey Epstein, Rumsfeld, etc. And that's why Cynthia McKinney got the hell out of here. And she comes back, but she got the hell out of here because she said truthful things and she saw the inside of the system and she called it how she saw it. That, to me, if you want a hero, you need to pick somebody the system hates, not a darling of it. The system that oppresses you, a hero to you, if you believe in adult heroes, it should be somebody that the people who are oppressing you, that are locking you into debt, that are always lying to you, every administration, it should be people that those administrations and that system hates, that chases them out of the country. That, if you're gonna have a hero, that's it. Because you know who your kid's hero is? It damn sure ain't the people you're picking. It damn sure ain't the system you're picking, because these kids are gonna be walked into shackles. As soon as the Rothschilds collapses currency, they're going to be walked into shackles. They're going to own everything. They already own America, but it'll be just like, it's one thing to own a nation. It's another thing to break a nation to a point where people in it are starving and they'll do anything for money. And that's what's coming in the future. We keep along this silly, dumb path. We'll go back to the Great Depression, but the great thing about then is most people would grow food. You had farmers all over, so people were eating, they had places to live, people own land. Now they don't, they live in cities. They don't own anything, and all their food comes from big corporations that are 100% dependent on government, and so the farmers, because they subsidize it. Big corporations that are massively unsustainable, that should not exist, that are propped up by government. What happens when the government ain't got no money? When the Rothschilds stop printing money with the Federal Reserve, that's when it's going to get interesting. Everything we need is freely provided by our Creator. Yes, it is, Jonathan. We live on an abundant earth. Abundant. Just think about it the other day, Jonathan, like value. I hate this word value. Like, the only reason oranges have a price, they're valuable, is because we play keep away with them. We don't let everybody have them. If all the farmers were growing oranges, oranges would be a penny or free. They'd have no value. Abundance. The problem with the system we're in is it's a game of keep away. Right? If I limit the supply of what I have, whether you die from not having it, you get scurvy from not having it, if I can keep it from you, the value goes up. And that's what I need, because I want the money stuff in my account. So by playing keep away, I raise the value of a thing. But we live on an abundant earth where orange trees literally plant themselves. So you have to kill orange trees. You have to stop them from planting new oranges in order to have value. Our whole system is broken. But we're living on an abundant earth. We just starve people and we call it a system, and it's not. We call it an economy, and it's not. It's just tyranny. 6.5 billion behind schedule, according to the Georgia Guidestone. All right, the Georgia Guidestone, Anthony, and that's the thing. Somebody put it there. Somebody said they want to reduce the population to 300 million. I think that's news. I think that's news, especially if you're being poisoned from your air, food, water, and government. Those spraying heavy metals, think that they own the air. Maybe they do. Well, maybe they do, Rebecca. They sure act like it. They're spraying heavy metals and fighting climate change by spraying aluminum and coal ash in the upper atmosphere. Crops aren't growing. Weather's acting up. If anybody's geoengineering, if your weather isn't right, you don't go to the news to find out what the problem is, because they're going to say CO2. It's like, no, is anybody dropping coal ash in the air? Maybe clouds are affecting the weather, possibly. You know who else fights over land? Chimpanzees and monkeys. Yes, they do, Susan, and we are following in their footsteps. 98% monkey doing exactly what they're doing. I always say, we're only a few generations out of smelling each other's anus because we're hungry. And they fight over land. Bonobos, they just share the land. They share the land. Do 60% of bonobos women? Do 60% of bonobo females got to take drugs to get up in the morning to deal with the male bonobos? If they don't, then we need to look at bonobo society. That's what we need to do. We need all the world's governments, y'all need to stop. I know y'all got nice pins and suits and gaiters and $3,000 desks and $4,000 uniforms and whatever you're wearing. I know you're real intelligent and smart. I know you got it on lock. I know. Yeah, mama happy she got somebody as the prime minister and president. But if bonobo females can make a society so that 60% of the males don't gotta take drugs to deal with their society, maybe the world's government needs to stop and they all need to look at bonobos and, well, what are y'all doing that's so genius? We can't seem to figure it out. What y'all doing? Oh, y'all smelling each other's butts for lunch? Okay, maybe we start doing that. Maybe there's something to that, y'all. Maybe there's something to it. Maybe the politicians need to smell each other's anus to figure out how to make a society where people don't want to die and commit suicide in massive amounts because they hate the world and the societies that they built. Oh, that's the big anti-government rant. I'ma stop. Lie I say, Gerard. Today's modern version of the Phil Donahue show. Okay, you know what? I remember Phil Donahue's show. Deborah, I think this is more like Beavis and Butthead. This might be a little more like Ren and Stimpy. I don't know. This might be more like All in the Family or Jeffersons. I just sit here and look at the system, and I think it's funny. I think it's funny that we're still doing this. I think it's silly and stupid that we're still trying to move on up. Hey, we're moving on up, and I think we need to just move down. We need to back down. We need to walk away. All right, let's get down. This is a lot of comments. Hey, Patricia's in the house. Welcome, Patricia. You late as hell. Why are you late today? What you been up to? Going down some rabbit holes. For those claiming Trump is a pedophile, for your consideration. Well, did anyone claim? Yeah, I guess he did. Patricia didn't. Travis, he didn't claim it. He just came right out and said he didn't claim it. He put it is a. You know, I'm not saying he is. I'm just saying that something ain't right in the coffee. I'm saying if you sniff the coffee. I'm just saying I grew up, Patricia, around very wealthy people, and none of them okay. None of them was okay. None of them. I can't think of any of them. Guess what? A lot of their kids wasn't okay neither. There's something about money that breaks people, and so I don't doubt anything. I just look and say, you know what? I don't know anybody who talks about children that way, let alone their daughter. I don't know anybody. And if anybody would, it would probably be close to the people who were raised to like give orders to other people, feeling that they have a right of authority over other people. And that's what the rich kids are raised to do. And these are just rich kids. I'm not talking about like the problematic ones. I'm talking about millionaire kids. I'm not talking about billionaire kids. So if millionaire kids are raised to have some problems, billionaire kids, you know, if raising a child to make them think they have authority over others is a problem. Imagine the billionaires raising kids to feel like they have authority over nations, large land and swaths of people. Like the Lion King, you know how they took Simba out there? That was some psychopathic stuff. Yeah, y'all know the Lion King when they took Simba out there and the king and everybody, I cheered. I cheered when they took Simba and held him up to the sky. I think you let me see if I can find it. I think this is how you break kids. I think you break them. And so the way my mind works is when you take a child, wait a minute, let me see if I can find it. Here you go, Rafiki did it. Rafiki! And you hold him up like all the humans you see, this is yours. The Rothschilds, America and Congress and the Pentagon, this belong to you. I think you break them. I'm not saying Trump is a pedophile. I'm just saying when you raise kids to be jacked up, they become jacked up. And I don't blame Trump one bit. I don't. I think if you raised me and Rafiki held me up and said, Gerard, all that you survey belongs to you. In the James Earl Jones voice, oh man, every making Lion King. You hold me up like that, man, I'm gonna become what I'm supposed to become. That's why I don't blame nobody. I don't blame none of them. Trump is exactly who he's supposed to be. He's supposed to be trying to make as much money he can, screwing everybody on financial deals and real estate, and grabbing by the coochie. That's what he's doing exactly what he's supposed to. Obama's doing exactly what he's supposed to do. He's raised to do those things, right? And now he worked for government, get in the system. Yeah, I don't blame none of them. And what's the Boris Mueller, what's his name? Boris Yeltsin, whoever. There we go. That's what's up. Gotta get some upset people. Otherwise, you ain't doing nothing. You gotta get some angry people. Change hurts. The truth hurts. But guess what? Billionaires do not raise stable children. They don't do it. You don't raise stable children in the ghetto. You don't do it. You don't raise stable children in trailer parks and barrios in nations that literally starve them to death. So, it's the system is the issue. The system. Let me know when I can stop saying it and I can stop making videos. I can go about my life. The system. That's Bob Marley. Who did this to your people? Was it the white people or the black people? Bob Marley answered the question. The system. Focus on the system. The system. Y'all talk about Trump way too much in terms of loving him and hating him. The system. It's like Paul, Paul became Saul. No, Saul became Paul. You can take evil people and make them good. They can stop on a dime like that. It's just genetics. It's those 27 genes that regulate the warrior genes and create the frontal lobe, dendritic neuron connections. You can take a bad person and make them good. It's all about the environment. Think about making people better, not worse. Let me ask you a question. If Trump is a psychopath and he's a pedophile and all these things that people say, or just a billionaire's kid who's like really jacked up, are you going to make him nicer and friendlier by making a big fat man balloon, a big fat baby man balloon out of him and flying it over the UK? What are you going to do to that psychopath? Like, do you know what a psychopath, if he really is a nut job, if he really got these problems, do you think you're going to be helping the world? It's like poking a bull. This is what I watch every day. I'm like, if you really believe that this man is this nutty and crazy and foul and flipped out and crazy and nut job and psychopathic pedophilia, and you think you're making anybody safer by like poking him every day? Making fat man balloons and orange man bad and like telling him you're going to impeach him. Do you think you're going to help things? Do you? Did you go to school with I hate to say it, but I went to school with a bunch of kids on a short bus. I can say it though, I got short bus privileges and rights because my teacher tried to put me on a short bus. My mama would not have it. My teacher tried to put me on a short bus. She did. Oh, my mama showed up like, you crazy, and it's a long story. I ain't gonna go through it. I was cutting my hair one day and they thought I was crazy. I don't know why. I was sitting in school and I was bored. School bored me. I was actually pretty smart when I was a kid, and I didn't want to have nothing to do with it. I was bored. I had scissors and I had an afro, and teachers just that, how like they do on the Snoopy, and I was bored, so I decided to cut my hair in class. I gave myself a half row in class, and I got the scissors, and I was just cutting my hair, and I didn't make a mess of anything. Like I had clean parents. Every Saturday morning we had to get up and clean. I had a hoodie, and so I cut my hair, and I kind of just let the hair fall in my hoodie, and the teacher was just like, something is wrong with that child. So they tried to put me on a short bus. I'm not sure why I told that story. Why I tell that story? Oh yeah, right. So you ever go to kid in class with the kid, and you see a kid in class, and he got a half row, and he's cutting it with the clippers while the teacher talks and give people homework. That is not the kid you want to push. I'm just saying, if you're sitting behind him, you shouldn't be kicking his chair. Don't do that. Don't do that. Do not. You have no idea where he's gonna put them scissors next. Don't do that. So I wasn't crazy or nothing. I was just bored. School was stupid. I don't believe in indoctrination. That's what I'm saying. Just leave Trump alone. Leave him alone. Focus on the system. Why? Because that's why you have these what they call polarization. The more you hate him, the worse he probably becomes to you. The more you love him, the more the other side will hate him. That's why it's just leave it alone. Just back away. Like when the election's done, y'all, we're supposed to grow the hell up and just let it go and focus on what the system does. If we actually acted like adults, we wouldn't have this problem. But everybody got weeders, and the weeder tell you got to fight Trump because he's the problem with the world. And I'm here to tell you, and I've been rough on Trump, but I'm gonna tell you, he is not the top 200, I'm not even gonna go there. Top 500. Top 500 problems on this planet. Trump ain't got nothing to do with it. Nothing. American presidents have a lot less say than you think they do. You look at the top 500 problems of death, starvation, genocide, depopulation, poisoning, women taking damn drugs to get up in the morning. When you look at those things, like the real problems, war, endless war, women walking 2 miles a day to get water, the real problems in this world, they came a long time before Obama and Trump. You can let it go. You honestly can. You really can start like prioritize the real things, the real afflictions of humanity. Not no damn American president. It happened way long before that. So let's grow up. Let's pretend like we're adults and we want to build a better world for our children. And how you do that? Number one, you come up with your own ideas. Stop taking these talking points from the people who work for the Rothschilds and Rockefellers. Damn, they sank the damn Titanic. I'm done with it. They sank the Titanic. You think they're gonna tell you the truth about anything? And they lied about that too. All right, let me get out of here. Well, let me do some comments and I'm gonna go. Julian Assange, Travis, I love Julian Assange. I love what he did. I don't know. People say he's CIA now. I don't care nothing about that. Guess what? He did the biggest anti-war movement. He created WikiLeaks, and that's the core foundations of what I think personally can fix the world. And I think one of my friends probably gave it to me. And that is you can't have any secrets because adults are stupid. When you got secrets, you can make a new Titanic and sink it again. When you got secrets, you can pretend that you're sharing what's actually happening in Egypt with the pyramids and what they're uncovering underneath the Sphinx. Like when you got secrets, you can make adults, you can make the most intelligent adults stupid. You know what I mean? Like think about I think about the smartest people I know. Honestly, before I started looking at how the world really works, the smartest people I know. And they say the dumbest things I've ever seen. Boy, they out there trying to impeach Trump and the other side. They think Trump is just fighting it. I just, man, y'all are so intelligent. You got like PhDs and elemental Ps and all these degrees. I know people that you can't get out of school. I know people been in school for 50 damn years. They just keep going back. You know how like the girl had the flare on Office the movie? Office Space, the movie. She had all the flair. I know people, they can't even walk across the stage. They got this rope and that rope and this tassel and that one, and the hat don't even fit on the head to break the neck if they put. Just intelligent folk. Just dumb as a bag of bricks. Chasing this nonsense about politics, and it drives me nuts. But that's the only way you can break intelligent, really smart people, is to lie to them, is to withhold information. And so Julian Assange did that. He set the mold. The reason the world is broken is because you're hiding the truth from intelligent people. Intelligent people are dumb as a snail if you can hide what's true from them. Governments cannot have secrets. Julian Assange is right on that. WikiLeaks is the greatest thing since rice. Right? Rice. And rice is delicious and it's got more genes than you do, just to let you know. Human being has 26,000 genes and rice has over 50,000. All right? But Julian Assange, WikiLeaks, the best thing. I'm not saying he's a hero. I'm not saying worship him. I'm not saying follow him. I'm saying he put a core concept that we need to fix the planet. If our intelligent people stop being stupid because now they have all the information and all the data and they know the Federal Reserve is not American, like when you actually share truthful information with intelligent people, good things happen. But as long as you can keep it the most intelligent people we got emotional and lied to, governments having secrets and corporations having secrets, no. So anyway, I like Julian Assange. Love him to death. He did the right thing. Don't follow him. Don't worship him. Don't, because everything that gets big is always corrupted. You know, just look at what he did, the core model, and let's go from there. Spiders in the garden. The nubs suck juice out of the leaves and anything you try to grow. Do they? I didn't know spiders attack my plants, Anthony. I like spiders. I know ants put aphids on them. I didn't know spiders did that. But that's why spiders can't have glowing eyes. Spiders with glowing eyes were supposed to go extinct, y'all. They were supposed to, got to go. They got to go. Americans, we got enough things to be worried about. Not no damn spider. Can you imagine waking up in the middle of the night and got all the spiders? I wake up at night, like I go get some juice or some water or something, use the bathroom. I'm a non-turn the light on. I am. My kids are old enough now, they don't have Legos in the floor, other things, but they ain't got no Legos, so I'm not stepping on them, cussing everybody out. I used to let it slip every now and then. I step on the Lego, step on the Matchbox toy that's just the right size to get up under your foot and just, get you. So I just walk around the house with the lights out. I get up, man, I go in to use the bathroom or something. Gotta get up. I don't get up, gotta use the bathroom. It is dark, and all of a sudden I see like 8 glowing eyes. Like, do y'all know they repel? Anthony, they repel. There's a spider here that repels when they find you. And I've been doing research, Anthony, I know about this. You know about that. I know you know about spiders, but I know this, okay? I know this. I had a spider in my bathroom. Yes, we're not talking politics, we're talking real stuff. A spider was in my bathroom, and you know what he would do? He would sit right there. He actually made it was a woman. Damn it, woman. And spiders made me think Unbreakable. Straight females are strong as hell. All right, anyway, it's a great show. You should watch it. Right above the toilet, I had a spider made a nest right above the top, and it was laid eggs. I saw the eggs, and I do my business. But you know why she did that? You know why she did that? Because we are warm, and in wintertime it's cold. And so the spiders have a symbiotic relationship with your warmth. And they know where you go. They know where you're at, and they wait for you to come back every day. You know, spiders all around your bed right now waiting for you to go to sleep. You know that? Very little ones. You ain't gonna see them. They're there. And as soon as you crawl in bed, they need that warmth. They're gonna crawl up and hug you. And they cute. You look at spider eyes and look real cute. But I'm just thinking about waking up in the middle of the night. I gotta go use the bathroom. I go sit down, whatever I'm doing, whatever. And I look up and I see a repelling, glowing, in the dark 8 eyes. Oh, hell no. Oh, we got to impeach that. No, we got to fight. We got to fight. That spiders with glowing eyes supposed to go extinct. They are. You can't have no romantic walks in the park at nighttime with your honey bunny walking through Central Park or something. You got like 8,000 eyes glowing at you, just looking at you. That's they were supposed to go extinct. Nothing since man was supposed to go extinct. We killing off a lot of species, but the spiders, that was one. No glowing eyes on arachnids with 8 eyes. No. I nuke everybody. I'm sorry. Don't. I love them to death as long as they stay away from me. Love them to death. They try to repel and land on my head. I ain't got no hair for them to hide in. Hell no. 2 times. I saw that the other day. I scared the hell out of me. You got spiders with, all right. Glow in the dark eyes, y'all. That's crazy. All right. That's why I love science. I love science. Now, I ain't never going back in past. We make a time machine, I go forward. Hell no, I ain't going no back. They got spiders. All right, I'm done. Certain things. I don't know why. I don't have arachnophobia. I don't. I just don't like things glowing at me, staring at me with more than 2 eyes. That's all. All right. On the porch watching a robin, built a nest on a ladder. Guess I lost my ladder for a while. Susan, you gonna hurt my head. Susan always come up with something deep to say. She always got something deep. You gotta think about it. You can't just like read a Susan post. You gotta spend. Are you doing live streams? Yeah, you need to do live streams. You really do. You need to have followers and do live streams. Cause I gotta sit and think. Cause she one of these observing nature types. She'll sit there and just like look at nature. I do that too. Just sit there and observe it. But she come up with these deep thoughts. Guess I lost my ladder for a while. I didn't know what she's talking about. She doing her thing. But that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to literally sit back and be in your own world and solve problems, observing nature in peace. Well, Susan, I'm not on my porch. And I'm not staring at a robin building a nest thinking about my ladders in life. I'm on the slave plantation. I've got my cotton bag and I'm about to turn this damn thing off and go pick my cotton. Because I got to buy and sell it. I live on a slave plantation. Massive. I don't fill my bag up at the end of the day. We're going to have issues and consequences for not doing that. All right. Let me do some last comments and I'm going to get out of here. Matthew. I said nothing from Matthew. Let me see. Confront the wall. brick by brick, or the capitalists will steal it all. Yeah, man, y'all getting kind of deep. I'm at the bottom of my cup of coffee. Y'all can't be getting this deep, man. I'm not processing. Confront the wall, brick by brick, where the capitalists will steal it all. Okay, I'm with that. Matthew, can we start at the bottom of the wall? Let's start at the bottom. Because what we have people who constantly working at the top of the wall. We need like core root, knocking the wall down. If you take out the bricks on the bottom, they get a little riggedy. Because you start like breaking a wall down from the top. Capitalism, they crony, because it's always crony. They got something for you. But if you just start like while people fighting at the top, you know what I'm doing, Matthew? I see you always running with me, so you're probably trying to do something. I'm trying to take bricks out the bottom. I'm slipping the bricks out because I don't want no attention, but I want to let me get that brick out of here. Let me convince y'all that money is a bad idea. It's slavery. Let's get rid of that. Okay. Let's convince everybody the police state's a bad idea. Yeah, let's get rid of that. Let's convince everybody the FBI ain't really there for you. They got good people that work there, but they really ain't there for you. They're for the Rothschilds and Rockefellers. They always know who get murdered. They always know who raping. They got information, everything, but they only do the investigation if it's Jamal Khashoggi or somebody important. So let's take that brick out. And you know what happened? At the bottom of the foundation start getting weak. Start getting weak. And when the bottom of the wall gets weak, we can knock that mother down. But we just try to attack it from the top bricks. But yeah, you gotta go after the bricks. The only thing I'd add to that, Brother Matthew, you gotta go after the root cause. You gotta have root cause analysis and what you drop. Always gotta go after the bottom. Don't start at the top of the tiki. It's a totem pole. You want to knock a totem pole down? You start with the faces on the bottom, not the Trumps at the top, not the Obamas at the top, not the Borises and the Mays and the Merkels and the Putins. They're there because they need you to go after them. It's like the old spy game. You know how they say when they put a bug in your house, they put one for you to find, and then they put the one for you not to find? There's always a plan B. You need to go where they don't want you to go. If the news is telling you need to hate and love Trump, you need to say, Trump who? Trump what? What's a Trump? I want to knock the wall down, and the wall been there a long time before these political parties. The wall looked like it went up right after the Titanic. We need to knock the wall down. Economics was created for that purpose and instrument. Right, economics is slavery, Jonathan. It's slavery. It is literally forced labor. If you don't have, you die. Same way on a slave plantation. If you don't pick a bag of cotton, you don't pick your rubber, they kill you. Same thing, no different. Forced labor, no different. Let's stop talking about economics like it's a good idea. It's not. It was a necessary idea to get us here in a state of technological evolution where we can take care of everybody. But now we need to take care of everybody. We never had a chance to be stewards of the entire planet until today. Well, until about 40 years ago. But now we do. We need to take care of everybody. We need to free the human race. Like that crazy thing that started out this whole thing. Yes, Gerard, another world is possible. Let's get it done. Let's get it done, Jane. And we start, let's get it done. What we gonna do? Where we gonna get our Sharpies? No, you don't change the world with Sharpies. You go look in your mirror. That's it. Transcend consciousness, love, empathy, and getting rid of the cowardice that drives people to political systems to steal from other people, to gang up and use violence and violate other people. Hey, Christine wins. You late? I'm about to get out of here. I ain't talking about spider hugs. Yep, there's spiders hugs, and I'm not hugging spiders back. Long as spiders give me my peace and my distance, we're good to go. Yep, I feel the same way. They won't wake the F up. No, they won't, Travis, but we're still talking. As long as they let us talk, we need to talk about it. And we just keep going until we get somewhere. Let me get down. I can get out of here. Oh, I use the bathroom too. And there ain't no spiders in it. Shocking news. Everybody has a dark side. Yeah, they do, David. Everybody does. And everybody's supposed to. Like I said, like they use evolution against us. We all evolved the ability to catch a case. And you given the right circumstances, we all gonna catch that case. You know, so we need to create environments that don't bring out people's dark side. Imagine that. Imagine if we were smart enough to fix the environments, not blame the results of the environments. If we did that, if we had societies that didn't thrive on forced labor and scarcity and planned obsolescence and poverty that brings out the darkness in people, that's light. That's light. We need to cultivate light. Donald Trump is turning the United States into a pedophile festival. I don't disagree, John, but every president does that because that's the model, that's the system. No president's turning it around, only people can. The Puerto Rican protests, yes, Brother Dave, that's what we're talking about. Thousands of people trying to evict the governor. People are done with governing. Why do we keep flipping governments? Maybe we should just say it's a bad idea all over. Eileen says, still funny, that balloon. I know, Eileen, I know it is. Dude, I probably shouldn't, but it's funny. I'm kind of enjoying a little bit some of this. That balloon was hilarious. People take it too far, but that actually was pretty daggone fun. You got to admit it. The left is hurting. They're hurting nowadays. They're not as funny as they used to be. That balloon was actually pretty fun, but I don't think it's helping. I don't think it helps. I think we all need to laugh across the board. Like if they made a balloon with like Big Trump with orange hair and he's like a big baby in a diaper, and then they made a balloon right next to it with Obama with like monkey ears, a tail, and he's riding a drone, and they put them up at the same time, then I think it would be helpful. Then it makes sense. Then it helps people to see what comedy used to do. Right? Comedy never picked sides. It pointed out the ridiculousness in everybody and all sides, and it helped evolve us. But they didn't do that. They're trying to make a serious political point with humor, and while it might be funny, it's not helpful. It just creates more tribalism. All right, let me get out of here. I can get going. Gerard, you need to stop making sense. Just saying. I'm not making sense, Beaufont. I'm literally repeating what other people say. I'm a good parrot. I can parrot all day, but I can't parrot all day. I gotta pee. I gotta go. Let me get down. Let me get somebody cue the last. Where the sound team at? Sound team need to cue the closing sound so I can start. It's closing time. Y'all know that song from The Office they used to play? I used to love that song. How did that song go? When slavery ends at the office, on the show The Office, and he would play, it's closing time. I need to find a link for that. I used to like the song. Spider wants solo time with G. No, they don't. Yeah, they do, but they're not going to get it with me. No. Nope. I got my bed high up. I got a high bed. my bed is like 4 feet in the air, Savant. I don't do spiders. I don't do mice, I don't do none of that. I want to be high up in the air away from all these things. Ants, none of that. I don't want none of that. I like them, they're natural, I need them in my garden, organic, everything has a place. It's just not in the bed that I'm sleeping, that's all. And damn sure not with no glowing eyes. You sometimes get tarantula-sized wolf spiders in upstate New York. Thank you for telling me that, Kim. I will never go to upstate New York ever again in my life. Upstate New York just needs to burn. We need to get forest fire. We need to go ahead and take care of that. Because wolf spiders, don't they jump on you? Those are the ones like you try to take a picture of and they jump. Scare the hell out of me, Kim. I don't play with that. I like taking pictures of stuff. Like I see things, I like to zoom in and get real close, and I do that zoom thing, and I get real close and real close and real close, and I got the spider and I got his eyes, and you can start to see it's the cute. You can see 8 of them, you can see like the hairs and everything get real close, and all of a sudden the spider gone. Where'd the spider go? And it's I almost fell and died the other day. I tried to take a picture and the thing jumped and it was gone. And I was like, did it jump on my head, my foot? You feel something? I walked through a spider web yesterday. I wasn't feeling. I walked through a part of my yard I hadn't walked through in a minute. Spider put a big web or something. When I walked through it, you just feel that thing when just something grabbing you. It's like a net or something. Like, because I did it once, Kim, and it had babies. It was like one thing, it was just a net. But after you walk through a spider's web with babies and you literally got 100 little creatures crawling on your ears and your eyes and your nose on your shirt, you can't get them all. Oh man, I'm telling you, my psychopathy didn't come out. Like Brother David said, everybody got a dark side. You put some spiders on me, you gonna see my dark side. You gonna see it. My kids ain't heard me cuss in a decade. You put some spiders on me, you gonna get some cussing out of me. Everybody got a dark side. That's what I said. Everything's about environment. Trust the neuroscience. Everybody will catch a case. Just make an environment where people catch less cases. That's why they sunk the Titanic, to bring it all back full circle. They needed to make an environment to get a left and a right to catch cases so they could loot America with the Central Reserve Federal Banking, unfederal, un-American bank. And that's what they're doing. They're just like spiders, the left and right. It's all the left and right, they see spiders and they act just silly and crazy and cause all kind of problems. But I think that's true. I think that's why they sunk the Titanic. Makes sense. I don't think accidents happen. I don't think you accidentally trip, fall, and get a world. I don't think it works. I think the programmer that made all of this, the creator or whatever, it spent a lot of time making it. I don't think Rothschilds and Rockefellers trip up, fall, a ship sink with some ice, and they own the planet. They own 27 nations. No. Not how my mind works. That's a business plan. They literally sunk that ship in the opposition so they could create the Federal Reserve. All right. Whew. What we got? The left are way more psycho. They are, Brenda. They are. For the next 5 years. They are. The left, y'all psycho. Y'all nut jobs. Y'all just Jeffrey Dahmer, farther beans with the... Yeah, I know you. They are. But in 5 years, they're going to go back to being calm and they're going to be the funny ones. And then the right going to go back to being insane. Because whoever is in office, the perceived puppet, that's what makes people act retarded. Now, I know you're not supposed to use that word I grew up on. I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. Short bushish. All right? If your people aren't in and you haven't fit panties in a bunch of drawers, you got the what's that called? The wedgie. Then that's the, if your leader's not in, if your fantasy, your narrative of the world ain't running everything, that's when people act like they got permanent atomic wedgies. But they're acting that way now. They'll be normal. And then this is how it goes. That's how it goes. It's just, and people don't see the pattern. They don't see the pattern. They wanted to crash the economy. Kim, I want to crash the economy. I do. I honestly do. I ain't gonna lie to you. I want the economy to crash. I do. I just don't want it to crash suddenly so that people starve and they'll do the next scheme the bankers come up with. I want the economy to crash because the economy is slavery. It should crash. I believe in Emancipation Proclamation, but total emancipation from all proclamations. I believe in a new world unorder. I want all economic systems to crash, but I want them to crash slowly while you push people out to go farm and grow their own food and get free and get rid of your job and learn yourself and spend time and have free time to do yoga, have free time to spend with your wife or your husband, your kids. You didn't have these things, now you never see them because you got to put money in the bank. It's the stupidest thing. The world is broken. Economics broke. So I want to crash. I need an earth crash. I want an entire earth crash. It's just, I want it done methodically now. I want us to grow the hell up and start using green robots and things to grow food and build farms and build houses so people have the things that they need now that the left and right's argument's over. Because they always used to argue about, well, what is the solution to help people? The robots fixed it. That was it. They used to argue over taxes and who gets to pay because it was always robbing Peter to pay Paul solutions. And now you got robots and automation. They've proven that they can send drones all the way around the world to blow everything up. Hell yeah, they can leave them right here to fix it, what everybody needs. So they stop becoming psychopathic so the world can actually end up going in the way it should go. So I definitely want an economic crash. I definitely want the plantation to crash. No question about it. The Titanic crashed and that ruined the whole world because it killed all the other billionaires that were opposing J.P. Morgan and the Rothschilds. All right, there we go. We done? Anybody got any last words so I can go? I gotta pee. Good morning, Kevin. I got to go though. In a world darkened by the myth of separation, love is the light. Love is the light. And yes, Kevin, nobody's separated. And that's why they get people arguing. That's how you can have a left and a right, because you convince the fools that they're not a part of the same thing. You convince them they're not a part of the same ecosystem. You convince them that it's better that they have their way or the world burn. That's what they're doing. They've convinced people that they're separate and everybody's connected. Everybody's cousins. You're all family, and when the bees go, we all die anyway. But they somehow convinced them that to be like the Rothschilds and J.P. Morgans and these psychopath melons, that it's better if I can't have the world, I'ma burn it. And that's what they're doing with the left and right. The world is literally burning. and they're not slowing down. So live your life, because you don't know where this is going to end up. All right, this is Gerard. I ain't going. Love y'all to death. I'm out of here. Yes, we need titanic changes in the world, and they'll never come from a political system, because politics is not about making titanic changes. It's about managing colonies and making sure that nothing changes after billionaires own all the politicians. That's how it is. They own enough of the Republicans and the Democrats to make sure nothing changes. We need a titanic change, and that change is you giving up on politics and actually doing something important with your life. All right, I'm out here. Gotta get going. Love y'all to death. Let's keep them genetic engineers away from that damn spider with the glowing eyes. We don't need nothing like that. We got enough problems. I'm out.